happy 2020. I am really excited. I felt like for the first video should be like a life update or like an about me type of situation. But today I wanted to talk to you guys of just, I guess, like an overall of 2019. I think the first video that I put out, which again I said like at the time when I cried, it probably didn't really make any sense, and if I can get the clips I'll put them here. But I had a video with Quilted Northern, and it's so funny because I still use the toilet paper. In that video I had cried because I felt like all the work that I had put in was finally like paying off, because I had reached a place where I was okay, you know. I'm actually nervous and I'm really excited because I want to share something with you guys. My big news is I am officially quitting my job as a stay-at-home mom. In that moment I felt really good, but there was definitely still a lot of self-doubt. And then of course things progress. It was almost as if like the floodgates of heaven just kind of came in and poured on me. Yes, I still cried. Yes, I was still stressful, but it was almost as if it was just like, thank you, here you go, you know. I never shared this publicly, but because now that my vision board is complete, I can share with you guys. On my vision board, I have always, well, I would say the last 2 years, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna think big, I'm gonna do big things. Even if they don't happen, I'm still gonna do big things, and I'm gonna give myself grace. I had Overstock, I had Home Depot, I had Pottery Barn. There was a list. The only company that didn't happen was Pottery Barn, and at this point they're not even on my list for this year, just because I mean I have much bigger goals than collaborating with companies now. If you're on this journey on YouTube and you're finding yourself struggling, this is probably going to make you really happy. When it came to Overstock, I was told no 3 times. The third time that I was given a no, I remember opening up that email and thinking to myself, they did not just say no again for the 3rd time. And you know, in my mind I'm like, 3rd time's the charm, you know. And so I don't know where I got the balls from, but baby, I grew a whole set of balls and I sent them an email basically explaining why they would be at a loss not working with me. Apparently it touched someone, because I got an email maybe less than 24 hours later, and not only did I get 1 deal, but I got 3 deals. So I felt like it was kind of like a payback for all the no's. The next company that happened with was Home Depot. They didn't really say no. It just kind of went unanswered and ignored and stuff like that. And then of course you guys know for Christmas I didn't get 1, but I got 3 collaborations, and then I am on their website. So if you guys are interested in reading the Christmas, even though Christmas is over, I will leave it down in the description box, that way you guys can read it. And yeah, that was just like amazing. And it's so crazy because I was reading something on Instagram the other day, and it said we will relive our miseries, but we only give our successes a moment of celebration, and we need to turn it around where we celebrate our wins a lot longer. And all these things were happening, and I can honestly say that I didn't celebrate them. I was just like, okay, that's done, on to the next. That's done, on to the next. Like, what am I gonna tackle? What am I gonna do? And my plan, it's not a resolution, my plan in life in general is to slow it down, breathe, and enjoy and celebrate those wins. Because even now thinking about it, I'm like, did this really freaking happen? You know, True Religion, Express, Ashley Home Store, Walmart. And it's so funny because you guys know I'm not really a Walmart kind of want to go in their store. And I remember going, when I got the email for the opportunity, I was just like, do I really want to go? But but something said be open-minded and just go. So the whole time I was really, really open-minded. And when I got to the event and I met with one of the execs with Walmart, they were like, oh my gosh, it's so nice to meet you. And I'm thinking to myself, what? I didn't even know like you knew who I was, you know? One of the questions that I always ask when I go to these events is, how did you find me? And I ask that question because I want to know, did you find me on Instagram? That way maybe I can put a little bit more attention to that. Did you find me on YouTube? Then I must be doing a really good job here. So I always try to get better where I'm at. And I believe it was a combination of like YouTube and Instagram just finding me like that or whatever. And she asked me, she said, you know, why did you ask? And I said, to be 100% honest, I've never done like a Walmart video. Like if anything, people know that I'm always like cringing at the fact of going into Walmart just because it's always it's over there, it's over there. And I'm like, where is over there? Where is it? I don't know. So I did discuss that, and she said that's something that they're always working on because they get a lot of complaints that people do have difficulty going in just because they don't feel the customer service is there. And I was like, yeah, I was just like, I know my subscribers are like, not yet with Walmart, but it was a great opportunity. It was amazing. And that's the thing, when you get to meet with the business side of a company, then it's almost like you have a little bit more respect for the brand, even though I probably still want to go inside of Walmart. I'm going to shop online, you know? But that's how I feel about a lot of the companies that I work in. Sometimes I meet the execs and I'm just like, y'all, you know, no, you know. But for the most part, 2019 was really, 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 really amazing. And the best thing that I can tell you guys is put your best foot forward, be open-minded, be a little flexible, and everything doesn't have to be, I'm not being authentic to myself. You know what I'm saying? Unless something is just extremely off the grid of what you would be doing, you know, or against your belief, give yourself the opportunity to just, again, like I said, be open-minded to it, because you just never know. With Walmart, if I wasn't open-minded to it, I would have never got the opportunity to work with Heart and just be a part of that company. You just have to be a little flexible, you know. And then I'm also, I guess, getting okay with the idea of being the only black girl in the room. I remember feeling so defeated and just so down because no one looked like me in the room. And I'm sure you guys can see from a lot of the clips that I share at these events, like there might be a trickle of 3 black girls or 2, you know. But I think this year I spoke with someone, and you know what she said was, yeah, you're the only black girl, and guess what, you have to show up and show out and just handle your business. That way, you know, next year is going to open up an opportunity for someone else. And I never really looked at it like that. I just kept saying to myself, now y'all trying to tell me you couldn't find no other black girl? You know, like, come on, you know. Touching on a topic that I have been asked 20,000 times, and I really mean 20,000 times. And yes, I am at my previous residence. I'm sure you guys can see. If you had told me that I was going to go through a breakup and I was going to attempt to curate some sort of friendship, I would have been like, whatever. But the reality is, I'm not in my 20s. I am 35 years old, which means I am now big grown, and I can't make excuses for myself anymore at all. Zero, you know? And there comes a point where you just have to grow the hell up. You just really have to grow the hell up and realize that it's no longer about me, that there's a greater picture and a greater good out of the situation. And for me, that's just the kids. It involves a lot of being mature too. And I think for me, my situation was a little bit different from everyone else's situation you're going through. And I know there's been comparisons being made. So please, if you're watching this, don't make a video trying to tether onto my video, because just do your own thing, girl. Do your own thing, okay? But I think people taking accountability for things they said and for things they did made it a little bit easier of a transition to be friends. But like I said before, self-reflection is a mother. And if you really go back and you kind of sit and think things out and think things through, then there's going to be a moment of clarity where you're like, oh man, you know, I really could have done things a little bit different. And I think we both came to that. The rules and standards of your family doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It doesn't have to mirror someone, like what they do may be good for them. So going with the number one question, am I going to delete my intro? I am not going to do that. That is my work. I don't care how you want to look at it, how you've explained it to yourself. That is my work, and it's going to be my intro. If I change it, I'm going to change it because I've created something better. And I don't want to use my clients' homes as my intro. I would rather use my own personal home as my intro. Question number 2, are you guys going to see me in this house? I'm here. I don't know why. I mean, there's rumors going around or whatever. I don't really care. I know what the truth is. If you don't see me here, it's because I don't want to come in here. Not that I can't, you know. I was just focused on what I had going on and what I was trying to do, but I'm gonna be wherever my kids are, you know. Once, you know, we start dating and people, whatever, I'm gonna have respect and not just be popping up. I don't pop up now anyway. I still call. I'm like, hey, you know, I'm gonna be coming to town. This, is this cool with you? So I still offer respect, you know, and I'm gonna continue to offer respect and stuff. And you know, she'd be like, why are you trying to be funny? And I'm like, I'm trying to be funny. I don't want to get comfortable doing something, and then when it changes, I'm in my feelings about it. So I just still offer that respect to be like, hey, I'm gonna be doing this and this and this and this, and then the same courtesy is ran back to me. And I think that is just the beginning of working on bettering, you know, things, you know. And if things change in the future, then that's fine. But I think, you know, the first step of any relationship is respect. And I'm all about that. So I think offering that up sets a different standard from what we have been doing in the past. So yeah, I think it's going to be up to us to create a new normal. You know what I'm saying? And I think we can do that. I really, really believe that we can accomplish that. There's definitely been a lot more communication. There's definitely been a lot more respect. There's definitely been a lot more understanding. The only thing that we can do is work on the future, you know, and just leave things the way that they are. But yeah.